Welcome everyone.
Hello there, everybody.
Does anybody
Can
care?
everyone hear the sound?
Yes, we hear the sounds of the sea, the creaking wood.
If we are at the harbor, that's the harbor.
That is indeed. Now, does anybody care to remind us what happened last session?
We finally completed a quest. Actually, I don't even call that a quest. It was more of an annoying side plot in which we had to help a noble lady.
A punishment. It was
Boyfriend.
a punishment.
I love how you say
We
it's a
finally
punishment.
were able to succeed in finding a husband or a future husband for the young lady, Korik. And they seem really into it, but we didn't stop long enough to make sure, nor we care. We just left. We stole a ship, and that's the last thing that we did. We sailed the ship away.
Now, inside this ship, there is no crew on board. Nobody on it. Everybody was at the festivities or off sleeping somewhere at the docks.
Whoa, that's loud. That was me, sorry.
But
We're still in the sea, right? Not at the
Yes.
harbor.
We're still at the harbor, and on the ship, you meet a Nord. Someone who was sort of waiting there patiently. It is this man.
Aurelia starts crying. Or no, not even starts crying. She's just happy and elated to see, finally, another person. A Nord.
I'll post a picture.
Why isn't the model representing the reality enough? What do you mean?
Because Tabletop Simulator is a terrible piece of software and no one should use it at. You're restricted entirely by the models you have available, you see.
That's true. See, Terminal is not blonde. Wait a minute. What happened to the other model? Did you lost it?
Oh, you're right. I forgot. That was not Terminal.
Yeah, but for a long time it was, so.
It was an imposter.
I knew something was wrong with that. That guy looks like a Zinch demon.
So, Aurelia, you meet a fellow Nord.
He's just happy. He's like, thank Earth. Someone who understands me.
What are you talking about?
I have been dealing with these idiot nobles for a long time.
The Nord appears to be looking at you rather expectantly. Well, I've been waiting here for some time. Are you the ones I've been waiting for?
Terminal asks back, maybe. What were you expecting?
I was told to come here. At least I'm certain I was. This matches the location. And something or someone would come across me. You're the first people I've seen in some days.
Terminal answers, well, I will stay here, and my adventure days are over for a time, but my friend Aurelia here, she intends to continue to Cyrodiil And I think Bjorn is inside sleeping. But he was also thinking about going to Cyrodiil.
Any particular
And
purpose?
in my place, well, I don't know their exact purpose. I think they want to wreak havoc, maybe.
Fascinating. Remarkably forthcoming for a total stranger. I suppose I admire your honesty.
Aurelia
Because
looks and
I'm out of this. It's not my problem anymore.
goes, "Listen, as long as we're far, far, far away from these nobles, I could care less where we go."
I have no particular reason to wander from Skyrim, if only to stop these damned visions. Seems to be fiddling with a compass in his pocket.
Is it It is a compass that only points north?
No, it's just a compass. He opens it. It is in fact a compass, just a navigation device. It's not mine. I woke up with it.
Well, I'm sure you will find the reasons behind that.
I hope so.
And Terminal just walks out of the harbor in direction of the Lord's palace, and that's my cue for Terminal to leave and enter Korjudov, the fighting monk, the Khajiit fighting monk. So, Parametis, if you're willing.
Yes, of course. On your next stop at the city of Camlorn, White Harbor, that's where you met Kozhurdov. He waits for you indeed. The Khajiit. Terminal is off. In Kozhurdov. Boards the ship.
Korjudov says to both of them, "This one greets you as friends of Terminal. But for being friends of Terminal, you are friends of Korjudov."
I go, it's like you guys. All you're seeing is just Aurelia. Just she's not. She's in a different headspace right now. She just wants to get out of here.
Is she drunk again? Did she drank all the wine in the way back?
Not yet. She's
Do you know
working
each
on
other?
it. She's working on it. Give her a minute.
Two Nords in the ship will be the driest ship for a long time. All the humidity will be outside.
They drank everything on board.
Listen, we're not responsible for any damages that may be or no, not damages. I mean, like, we're not responsible for any mishaps or misadventures that may happen. For we are Nords.
You're quite certain you weren't sent here on some other purpose?
She goes, "I have no other purpose other than to preserve and keep those around me safe."
Then I choose to believe this happenstance to be the playthings of the gods. I certainly hope a purpose would reveal itself in time. I have had quite enough of hauntings. I have no reason to wander this far from Skyrim. Speaking of which, we've been on this boat for some time now. Who are you?
She says, "My name is Aurelia."
I'm Askov. Askov Nadir. Looks at the cat.
The cat is busy setting up the mood.
Oh, you're asking me. Who are you? You're asking me.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so... Oh, apologies. I'm Korzudov. I'm a fighting monk from the monastery. Forgot the name of the monastery. It has been so long.
Was it one of the monasteries we met up elsewhere? Or
No,
was
it
a
was.
different
It
one?
was not. It was. It was on the south.
Mm.
It was in the border. It is in the border to. It's not Hammerfell. Not Hammerfell.
Cyrodiil?
The land of the Bosmer. The land of the Bosmer.
Valen.
Near the border. Valen one, indeed.
This is me hastily
I
checking my map.
I have learned and studied on a monastery in the slope of a mountain that watches over the border to Valenwood.
And now we are on a ship bound for Cyrodiil, yes? Out of the Empire.
Aurelia
This
nods
one.
her head.
Well, in that case, we would
This-
do well to gather coin. I hear it has significant value. I have 90 septins to my name. I took everything I had with me.
This one intends to go to Skyrim eventually, though stopping at Cyrodiil will probably be very insightful.
I'll have to wait and see what my dreams hold for me. I've made it to the location. And done, as far as I can tell. My task is complete. Maybe I should head home. But a visit to Cyrodiil might be good.
You keep on traveling the seas. You're past Firewatch Lighthouse, which is right before Daggerfall. Meaning you're nearing the end of High Rock.
End of High Rock.
Yes.
Oh yes, we came from High Rock, didn't we?
Yeah.
For some reason I thought we were in Hammerfell. So High Rock. So we're coming down now to cross around the Aliker Desert, right?
Yes.
Aurelia just thinks to herself, really just wants to send a sending message to one of those nobles and tell them to go fuck themselves, but she just has to restrain herself.
Askov probably sits by himself and plays his flute, unless he needs to do something, because, I mean, there's 4 of us officially on the ship. It's probably going to take a full-time job to sail it.
Yeah.
Did Aurelia say that out loud for people to hear or just to herself?
She's just thinking to herself, but she's also just like occasionally you see her just like you see her with a wine bottle in her hand. You see her taking the occasional sip.
That seagull's laughing at you.
Truly.
Have you dealt with the Breton nobility? No. If you had, you would have known.
I can't remember laying eyes on a Breton before. I never lived a particularly civilized life. And you can tell by looking at him, Askov, he's probably into his late 40s, like his hairline's beginning to recede.
Poor man.
He hasn't got that Conan the Barbarian build you might be expecting.
More like
I posted his picture
Bacchus build.
in the voice chat thing, if you can see it. He's playing with that little silver compass with the engraving of a mountain on it.
As time passes,
if his
you
body
encounter heavy fog.
if it,
Yes, go on.
Just a side note: if his body was a battle, the army of muscle was losing against the army of beer and belly. Lame, I know, but
He gives a half smile at that, but it's not exactly a hearty laugh you might expect from a Nord.
no. This is not supposed to be in character.
Okay.
In character or whatever.
In character.
Oh my god.
So
You encounter
fog
heavy
is
fog.
setting in.
Yes.
Heavy
Fog.
fog.
This doesn't bode well.
Fog.
Uh-oh.
And you can see sails in the distance. Sails of a ship.
What kind of ship?
More,
Make
more
a
pirates,
history
I
check.
guess.
I didn't hear you.
History.
Where do we roll dice in this server?
The dice tray?
Oh, it's below us.
Yes. It's beneath you.
Give myself some guidance here.
If you don't have the skill, are you still allowed to roll it?
Yes.
Yes, but with
Okay.
penalty.
It goes off
Penalty,
your
I
You
guess.
simply don't get
No,
your
you just don't get your
proficiency
proficiency bonus.
Yeah,
I remember. Okay, so a flat check for me.
A
Yes.
6. I have no idea.
I'll take a 14.
Ooh.
Let me try myself. (16 plus 3, 19.
History cat.
Where is it? Successful.
Just gotta do that every time.
So, Kozhurdov, you recognize the silhouette of the ship to be one of the Dunmer ones.
A Dunmer.
A Dunmer ship. And soon enough, a host of Dunmer appear through the fog on a boat towards your vessel.
Let us hope they don't intend trouble.
Korshudov says to the others, "That, my friends, is a Dunmer vessel. Don't. Let's see if they have good intentions or not. Anyway, be prepared."
Remind me, it's 20 years before Skyrim the game, correct?
Correct.
But there are
Yes.
still Dunmer refugees flooding into Skyrim, if I recall, ever since the eruption an age ago.
Yes.
Yep.
Alright, so I would know. I'm not that isolated. I've met a Dunmer before. Oh, it's a small ship, I see. That's unusual. Wouldn't there be a larger sail vessel?
So it's not like a big sail vessel.
You see the
then.
big
Okay.
ship on the in the distance? This is a boat approaching yours.
Okay, they probably intend some kind of interaction.
They all fall down
Well.
and drown.
Oh, good.
And drown.
May Neptune strike ye dead!
They come near
Ooh,
and make an insight check.
insight. That goes off willpower, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
But I have no proficiency, so just...
Uh,
no, not D20.
My way.
I think I do.
Did I do that right? It didn't show me the breakdown of the roll, but
7.
it said 18.
Well, you won't. Yeah, you won't.
Oh,
need-
pretty
you won't-
good.
Yeah, you
I
won't need
rolled
it.
a 7.
I'm going
Oh,
to go back
yes.
to using explanation point after this. It told me to use slash, but then it doesn't show you how it did it.
22.
Ooh.
Shit.
By the look in their eyes, you can tell that they expect something from you. They recognize the ship, but they don't recognize you, and they have an inquisitive look in their eyes. They greet you,
Who figures that out?
Uh-oh.
Aurelia.
Okay, I won't say anything.
Aurelia just looks and just goes. Like, she just sighs to herself, like, more fucking trouble.
Askov,
God.
you can also deduce some information by seeing that they are all armed and heavily so, you can tell that they are prepared for trouble 100%.
Perhaps I should have done more work figuring out what this ship's purpose was before I made my home here. It's possible you've stolen a smuggler's ship and they're expecting a bribe.
Aurelia just waves at them. Just like signaling that she's gonna want to parlay with them, just talk to them.
Two of them climb up. One of the two seems to be the leader of the group. The other one has a has a crossbow.
Askov has a rather large sword on his back, but he doesn't make any move to grab it. He just has his arms folded. Ignore the dual axes. He does not have axes.
He doesn't ask questions.
Korshudov sidestep into to their sides, but on a certain distance.
The unmasked Dunmer presents himself as Ilfrin and wishes to speak to the shipmaster.
Aurelia basically is pretty much, I think, the closest thing to a shipmaster, so she just goes, as of right now, I'm kind of acting as the shipmaster.
Ilfrin takes a good look at all of you and then takes a look around, seems to be searching for something which he doesn't find.
Are you looking for something?
Have you not been informed?
Or no?
Some shipmaster you are. I suppose the previous owner of this ship didn't let you in on our little secret?
Let's speak forthright, friend. If there has been a change in plans, it came too swiftly for us to know.
Takes a look down towards the rest of the Dunmer, who are clearly prepared to board the ship as well.
Aurelia goes, so what kind of dealings did you have with the previous owner of the ship?
Let's say we share the wealth or the cargo of this ship so that we can both safely continue our journeys in these troubling seas.
A bribe. I mean, a toll, I believe he's referring to.
Do you say that out loud?
I think he would, actually. Askov isn't particularly subtle, and he's just trying to cut to the heart of the issue.
Name it as you will, Nord. I have this deal with the rightful owner of this ship, and I hope you are willing to continue this deal.
She looks.
Askov's inclined not to make trouble, but he's not sure if he's just lying and trying to shake him down, which would offend him.
You can make an insight check.
I would like that.
Aurelia's just kind of looking, and she goes, well, what... So the deal was you'd get some cargo off of this ship? Or is there
I-
something specific you're looking for?
Our shared language is coin. But if you are willing to part with something else, probably more valuable than coin, then I'm willing to discuss it.
Well, shipmaster, I suggest you take Ilfrin here below deck and take an inventory. I'm an honest man, I did not break into any of the cargo.
Aurelia just goes, "Oh, I suppose we could work out some sort of deal. I'd rather not both of our ships have to fight each other."
Oh no, fighting isn't good for business. It's dangerous after all.
Downright awful, some would say.
I'm not some unlawful pirate that goes around murdering people. I just keep these waters safe.
I believe you. I've no particular quarrel with the Dunmer people. Go on, get below, have a look around.
I'll just
stay
go
up
with
here.
them.
I'm gonna
I'll
stay
go
here
with
and
them.
entertain the others.
I'd like to go with him just to see what he's all about, because this dude's pretty interesting.
Note the beard.
He looks high as a kite.
Yeah, the other guy's nervous. Look at him. He's jittering. I think what's happened is his model has landed on like a rain particle. Something.
Probably,
Those
yeah.
little blobs that keep dropping on the ship.
Yeah. So, Ilfrin goes to the cargo bay of the ship. Starts looking around, looking for the heavy stuff. Some ornate case, a cassette or something, sacks of gold, maybe a weapon case.
Oh look, they find the other member of our party comatose in his armor and decide to take him. Yeah.
No, God, no. Listen, we're not
I don't
selling
think so.
Yeah, we're not selling Bjorn.
Yeah, I want to say that the ship isn't ours, neither is the cargo, so we won't technically lose anything if they just take the cargo, except the ship, because then you have no transport. So that's why we should not fight these people.
That's what I thought. Askov was just being coy, trying to see if he could pose as someone. Carry on.
Yeah. Aurelia's
If
just
they
kind of
just want the cargo, if they just want the cargo, let them be. If they wanted to kill us to take the ship, that's a different story.
Yeah, Aurelia's just walking with them because like I said, I kind of want to get to know this guy. He sounds interesting.
You can tell that he's been in cargo bays before. He goes directly to the chest with the
To
coin.
the secret place, to
Yeah, he
the secret
immediately-
places, I guess.
He pulls the secret lever, the secret lantern, which reveals a hidden compartment that has all the coin.
Everything's secret.
Yeah. The secret lever of the secret lantern with the secret chest with the secret coin. And he takes the secret sack. He weighs it in his hand. Has a satisfied look on his face. This will be it.
Is there any other? I'm gonna check that just to see if there's any other coin in there.
There are gems in there.
You want to give more?
What kind of gems?
Sapphires, emeralds, and a few amethyst pieces.
I'll definitely be pocketing those, and at the next port, we're definitely selling these. Cha-ching.
Cha-ching. And he gets back up, to the main deck, nods to his fellow Dunmer with the loaded crossbow. Farewell, gentlemen. May your sails be ever full of wind.
And yours as well.
They jump,
Awesome.
they land on the water.
I thought you were going to say they actually failed the jump. that'd be such a farce.
I mean, imagine
Oh,
parameters
oh,
have to roll for every action.
Yeah.
Oh,
Imagine parameters have to roll for every action that every NPC had to take.
They fail
Including
their
jumping
breathing
into
check.
the boat.
Well,
Aurelia would be throwing Korshadov into the water to go get the sack of gold.
this happened off the coast of Hammerfell, right?
This happens off the coast map of between Firewatch Lighthouse and Daggerfall.
Yes, we have a long way to go. Let's hope that is the last shakedown we'll be subjected to. And in the meantime, we may want to take stock of what we have aboard. Food, for example.
I'm not a fan of battles happening in the high seas.
Dunmer have a curious reputation as untrustworthy and backstabbing, but that went smoothly enough.
It did.
I did not recognize their heraldry, do you?
Make a history
They
check.
look like they're in gold armor.
It's a chitin, actually.
Yeah, these could be common thugs as far as Askov knows. Right, set sail.
They're supposed to...
Yar. That giant skull off the port bow is giving me. Ah! Oh, starboard actually. Port is left.
Yeah.
Don't ask me why I know sailing terms.
Have you been on board many ships? Are you a sailor?
No, this is actually a first.
Anyway, Aurelia just kind of sits back down, and you guys can see that she's like she kind of sighs heavily. And it's just like, that could have gone worse.
Much worse.
Yeah.
The fog starts to clear. Whoa, instantaneously.
Instantaneously.
And the
A good
Dunmer
omen.
ship is no longer visible in the horizon.
Okay, we begin sailing.
Whoa. Anybody has...
God. Ah! My legs! My legs are stuck in the works!
What are we doing? What are we trying to? What are we rolling for now?
Are we rolling?
Either sea water vehicle check, if you are proficient with them, or I would ask for a survival check.
I can give you survival. I don't know of any vehicle skills.
Survival. Let's try it.
Yeah, I got this. I'll give myself some guidance here.
11 plus 2, 13. Is it enough?
I've got 16.
I got me at 20. I got me at 22.
Hey.
All I can offer you is brawn.
Hell yeah.
I'll raise and lower the sails.
So you managed to
Aurelia's a
stay
pirate captain
afloat.
now.
Aurelia's a captain. You managed to stay afloat.
Good to know.
You seal yourselves against the elements. You evade the huge flock of cliff racers.
Oh, Jesus.
No, not
Oh,
the
never
cliff
mind.
racers.
They appear to have fallen in the water.
They fly over your ship, but they pass. It was around these
Will
waters where Taminal had met a huge rock, a flying giant creature, an eagle-like giant creature.
Aurelia remembers.
Oh no.
Please tell me that we're not gonna fight that again, because I will Glyph of War to get ass.
That thing almost one-shot Taminal.
Had Aurelia saved him.
After a bunch of days on board sailing, finally,
We'll be reaching Daggerfall before long. Or just passing it entirely. I don't know where we're going.
yeah, your Daggerfall isn't your destination, so you could just.
I don't
sail.
know how often we'll have to stop to take on water and fresh provisions, or if you just want to skip that boring business of logistics.
You have enough to pass Daggerfall without stopping for provisions.
In that case, the next stop would be Betnik. I'm assuming one of us has a map, by the way.
Yeah, I have it open. Either Betnik.
No, one of us in character has a map.
There is a map on board. Dalin's Mill has a shallow port. And the next big one is Sentinel.
I'm looking for Sentinel.
Ah, it's in Hammerfell.
Yeah, going inland a little bit.
Yeah.
There's
Not a bad idea.
It is
Yeah.
a Breton city, but it is located in Hammerfell, yeah.
Sweats nervously.
It's a Breton city.
Yeah.
Aurelia, you look like you're having a heart attack.
No, he's just like, as soon as she sees Sentinel and she remembers anything about Breton, she goes, if we encounter a noble, I want to, just, no, I don't want to deal with any nobles, no. Like, we can stop at Sentinel to get whatever provisions we need, and maybe I can sell off all this crap. And sell all these jewels.
Good. Oh god. Yeah, this is quite sensitive. Just gonna leave it there.
Or, hold on, an insight check. Would I, like, with these jewels? I'm gonna do like an insight check. Should I, like, on whether or not this would be part of some sort of deal later on? Because we got stopped by those guys. What if there's another deal?
It's not a bad idea to have stuff to throw at people besides your own hands.
But also, I need coin. But also, I want more coin.
More Bitcoin.
Yeah, so I'm gonna look for the sapphires and the emeralds. I'm gonna look for like a jewel merchant or something. What when we get into Sentinel?
Okay. I want another survival check.
Righto.
Righto, we got this.
Oh, have a 21.
16
Ooh.
plus 2, 18.
Alright, let's do this. I got this, guys.
I can't see where you're rolling, Ferdinand.
I'm like,
You can't?
I'm in the dice tray, but I only see my own rolls. And Burger King.
Don't
Yeah,
you, don't
Look
can
at his camera.
can't you see my camera?
No,
I
I'm
have
not
an
looking at the
online
camera.
but I have an online dice roll dice
that's
on
fine.
the showing on the camera. So
I'm
not
always
using
casting.
the,
I'm always casting guidance every time I do a skill check.
Cool.
That's a 16.
Alright. You make it safely to Sentinel.
Yeah.
It is a port city. They could accommodate your vessel while you rest and gather provisions. Do you choose to stay or keep on sailing?
You guys want to? You guys remotely a little bit curious about this place?
Can't hurt. As I said,
no.
if we're going to Cyrodiil with no definite plan, one port is as good as another. Why not visit here?
Is this still High Rock?
No,
it's Hammerfell.
No,
It's Hammerfell, yeah.
Hammerfell.
It is a Breton city, but we're not dealing with Breton nobles.
Okay.
Other place of
Korzydov
Tamriel,
is
I'm not
like Korzydov is like neutral. So if you guys decide to stay, he will stay.
Askov is very much going with the flow. For the time
Yeah, I'd
being.
like.
Much.
Yeah, let's stay in port. You know, like Cyrodiil's not going anywhere. And also, this is Bjorn's plan, so anything to delay us leaving and going to Cyrodiil without a plan, you know, because it's like, I don't know, this was Bjorn's plan. So
Bjorn, that sounds like a Nord's name.
he is a Nord.
Oh, so there's in fact 3 Nords and a cat.
3 Nords and a cat. That sounds like the best comedy I've ever heard in my entire life.
3 men and a baby, 3 Nords and a cat.
Well, technically one of them's a woman. 2 men, 1 woman, and a cat. Dang it, if only everyone chose to be a Khajiit, then we can have crazy cat lady.
Sadly, with the character art I was going for, it had to be a Nord.
Anyway, so Aurelia just goes, I think we should just enjoy the nice bit of luxury and wait, you know, because Cyrodiil's not going anywhere, and to be honest, I don't think we should really be sailing the seas right now, especially in a ship that's probably being marked.
So 3 absolute amateurs bring their ship into dock and try not to destroy the little runway in the process.
And we succeed in that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good.
Oh god. Where have we gone? Oh, there we are.
But, Aurelia is going to, like, it's like, do you guys want to take a look around in the port city and see what we got in terms of...
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to do. And try not to get into any fights.
Korzydov will follow you. Will follow you both.
Yeah,
So-
new map. Oh, we have Fog of War.
Indeed.
Are we going to fight mud crabs? Is that
Oh.
it?
Some very triumphant looking mud crabs.
Skyrim battle music intensifies.
Yeah. I had a city with a port, but I can't find it. Oh, there it is.
Yes, I was just making sure this is definitely civilization. We haven't just landed on a desert island. What? Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, his video's loading very slowly for me.
I'm going to have
And
to open up the rulebook to see what stuff I might want to buy. There's always time for commerce.
as Marcus from Marcus Munitions would say, guns, glorious guns.
You find yourselves portside. In the glorious city of Sentinel.
This town is new to me.
Founded by Yakub the Seafarer.
Yeah. This looks like Camlord! We're back in Hyrok! Run!
Aurelius is having PTSD.
Yeah.
She's just crying. She's like, I don't want
But
to deal with this awful
instead of
thing."
image of war, she's seeing image of obnoxious nobles speaking about shit they don't understand.
Oh
nor
no,
they
schmoozing.
know.
But Aurelia's just kind of. I'm gonna go follow the other fellow Nord, just to see, like, if we got any gem sellers or anything. Because screw it, I need money.
Askov is strolling, mostly just taking in the vibe of the place, occasionally taking his compass out of his pocket and almost checking it like a pocket watch, except he just flips it open and closes it again. Perhaps I should
God, I
start,
love this character.
perhaps I
I
should
like
start
this
keeping a journal. There's an idea, a journal. Forget all these weapons and armor, let's look at practical gear.
Your compass seems to be pointing at random directions, but
hell
it
is wrong with this thing?
shows a specific direction more often than the others. Towards
Yes?
southeast from your location.
Well, it's the first time it's ever done that. Suppose there could be something to the southeast of us, Aurelia. And, Khajiit names give me such trouble.
Korjudov.
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 I'm going to investigate, and I suppose he'll follow his little navigation tool.
Well, I was gonna go to the market real quick and just.
Well, go ahead. I'm sure it's nothing untoward. It definitely won't be an ambush.
Korjudov will go to the market too.
If you see a journal and a quill, pick me up one.
Like let's put that on hold and let's like just a minute.
Put what on
We
hold?
need to be able to.
What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
we need to be able to, like, let's take stock of our situation.
Askov is quite insistent on following his compass. It'll just be a minute. I will be right back.
You find yourself at the end of the city, at the walls, with no clear path to anywhere.
I'm not inclined to go traipsing off into the wilderness, especially not alone. In a foreign country, no less. He's a little torn. Oh, that's where I am. Is it still just pointing into the corner?
Yeah.
Perhaps it means this strange structure. I see an open door. Let's go there.
Going inside, you see two Redguard men wearing City Watch armor. They seem to be on a break. They are seated on a table enjoying a refreshing drink, probably water or some equivalent. And they have their arms, their weapons, laying next to them, either against the wall, the table, or the chair they're sitting on.
Askov, I think his instinct in this situation would be to bluff. He's going to act as though he has business here, he belongs here. He doesn't particularly regard them. If they look at him, he'll just nod as if he has a reason to be here, and continue hoping that this leads somewhere. Worst thing that can happen is they kick him out.
They look at you. You can tell that you surprise them in some manner. You can make an insight check.
Sure. Excuse me, I've forgotten my own insight. Yeah, just a 1. Aha!
Natural 1.
No. Rolled a total of 5 though.
Ooh.
You know, new city, still a little disoriented. I can't tell what they're thinking.
Yeah. You can feel an aggressive tone in the room. They don't move to stop you or to throw you out. They simply stare at you without saying anything.
Well, it doesn't look to be a very big room. Askov most likely follows his compass to, I guess, the corner. Does it continue pointing outwards?
It keeps pointing towards the wall. There are stairs you could use to get higher up.
Yes, that's a good idea. A vantage point, maybe. Because otherwise he's going to have to leave through the gate, and then they're probably going to make him pay money to come back in. It's a whole thing. Ah! I fell off the tower and died.
You find yourself atop the tower.
Come on. What's out here? This
Make-
isn't even our destination.
Make a perception test.
I've got bad eyes, you see, but I do get proficiency in it at the very least.
There you go. What do your elf eyes see, Nord?
No way to do a reroll because I'm not lucky, so I see a fat 11. My passive perception is higher than that at 14, if that matters.
Okay. Gazing towards the endless horizon, you see the Alikir Desert. Endless swathes of sand and dunes everywhere. You see a city far away. You see a small oasis to the south. But other than that, nothing else of interest.
Does the compass line up with that other city, perhaps?
It does.
The thing is, that also probably lines up with, well, to the southeast, which is where we're going, to Cyrodiil. Could be pointing anywhere. Okay, well, I'm not going to see anything more up here. Let's get out of here before I cause a stink.
I.e., let's get out of here before I fall off.
Yes. He'll just make his way downstairs with a compass back in his pocket, as if there's nothing wrong at all.
Going down the stairs, you see a bunch of kids run up, playing chase. Then the guards
In the guardhouse or outside?
In the building you are, yeah.
Ah. Good, so it is open to the public.
And the guards continue their laser talk.
Gonna get away from here. I suspected that I might have walked in on them doing something suspect. Well, that'll be something interesting to share with the others, I suppose. Now we stroll around until we bump into each other. It's not a particularly big city, unless this map is not actually representative.
It's not to scale.
Okay, so it's probably bigger than this, Sentinel.
Yeah. But eventually you would bump into them at the market.
Ah, there you are.
Now, while this goes on, what is Kozurdov and Aurelia doing at the market?
I'm just trying to find like a gem stall to sell my to sell this to basically just sell off the gems to.
Mm-hmm.
Korzhudov will ask any merchant if is there a library in this city.
We have something better than a library. We have... what's the name? The Palace of Samurik. It has... the murals and tapestry that depict the greatest points in history of the Redguards.
Oh, very interesting. Can someone like this one be able to see it?
There are times in the day where visitors are welcome, though under strict watch from the guards, as there have been many an occasion that included violence. And just like someone can see in the murals, there have been many wars and uprisings here.
Korzhudov tells Aurelia, if she is close to him, that he's going into this palace and watch the tapestries. It's basically a museum.
Yeah.
He says that she is welcome to join him if she wishes.
You mean she? Yeah.
Hey man, Khajiits have problems with pronouns. They can't even say me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wishes. Yes, that's what I said. I said she wishes if she wishes.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard he, but anyway, she's like right now singularly focused on
Getting that
selling
money.
these gems.
Selling the gems.
Yes. So she kind of nods.
There are obviously many merchants that are willing to take these gems from your hands for coin, of course.
Well, which one's like a gem merchant or somebody would actually, use them for what their designed purpose would be?
So, jeweler?
Yeah, I'm assuming that when you said that these are shiny jewels, these are cut gemstones, so
Yeah.
a jeweler would likely buy them off you wholesale.
Yeah. So, how much for each? Like, I'm just gonna, walk up to a jeweler. I tell him I have, what was it, emeralds, amethyst, and I do believe sapphires, I think?
Sapphires.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can get a total of 900 septims.
900
Yep.
septims for some stones. How does that sound to you?
That sounds great. So, yeah, I'll sell them.
Probably a good idea, because they might actually be stolen. God knows what this ship was for.
Yep.
So, Aurelia's ballin'. She's the sugar mama of the party.
It's always the cleric.
It's always the cleric who's the sugar mama of the party.
Yeah, you know, Nord clerics. Sorry, I've gone blank on Nordic religion. I'm gonna have to Google that.
She's kind.
The Nordic pantheon. There it is.
It's the divines, basically.
Mm-hmm.
She is a cleric of kind, life cleric, protecting life as best she can. Although this has led to us suffering. But yeah, Aurelia just walks away with the 900 gold, looks to Korshatov, and then goes, "Let's go see that library you wanted to see."
Now, visiting the palace, you can see the murals depict wars, battles, and you can tell that they have been usurpation attempts against the High King of Hammerfell.
Oh, I better tell, I better... Shoot, hold on a minute. I had to tell, yeah. Dude, just keep going. Yeah, because I gotta tell, Leonidas what happened.
Bjorn. Bjorn. It's fun to say.
You get an insight into Redguard lore. You can see that the two main factions are the Forebearers and the Crowns, and that they came from a now lost continent to the west. And they have been occupying these areas since then.
Aurelia's just like, as she's looking at these tapestries, she's just thinking about her friend, and she goes, "I wonder how she's doing with all of this."
Aurelia has a friend.
A friend who she accidentally sent a drunken message to saying, "If you really loved me, you'd prove it."
A lusty cleric, I see. No,
Hey,
that's
her
fine.
friend was the... Hey, she started it. Like, her friend was the one who started it.
Yeah, it's Nord things. You know, hand wave, hand wave.
If only she knew, she would have actually worn the Amulet of Mara.
You know, this is a funny. It's a nice little vacation we're having right now. We're learning about other countries.
It's an exploration campaign. Yeah.
We made bank.
Perhaps going a little senile. Nah, I'm too young for that.
Yeah, this apparently is going too well. I think the session for tonight will not end without a major fight. Huh.
Oh, come on. It's
Is
fine.
that your in-character voice, or is that just your accent? Because I can't tell if your character just got meta on me.
No, it's just me.
Okay. I thought
It's just me.
you've got a great
not,
Khajiit accent.
You'll find
I think they
each
are
other
both-
at the market after the visit at the palace,
Ah, there you are.
with the Redguard merchants and weaponsmiths advertising their goods at the market. Redguards are some of the best weapon wielders on Tamriel, the most skilled. And they are also known to wield weapons of masterful craft.
It's the curved swords.
And they also carry
Aurelia, where have you
curved
been?
swords.
Did you manage to sell your wares?
Yes. We are now balling.
What does that mean, balling?
We're rich.
that was quick.
Or at least we have plenty of money for whatever situation that may arise.
Did you find paper, ink, and
Especially
quill?
alcohol.
Did you find paper, ink, and quill as I asked?
No, we can work. No, we figured that you would want to do that yourself.
Oh, after selling all those gems?
It starts.
Well, one, we got sidetracked because Korzhidov wanted to go check out a museum.
Yeah, I fear we may be about to be sidetracked again. This compass of mine is quite determinedly pointing to the southeast. As near as I can tell, it is directing me towards the city of Bergama, though I wouldn't make such a journey alone.
City of Bergama?
Well, I had a moment to nip back to the ship and consult the map, that's what it says.
Korshudov asks, what is your name? Your character's name, sorry?
Name is Askov Nadir.
Askov. Korshudov asks Askov if he can show him the compass.
Sure, he'll hand it to you. Did you see his character art in the chat?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's as it appears there. It's silvery, an engraving on it, and I guess the slight glow, or it might just be reflecting.
I want to roll for history check on the compass.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel the GM panicking. He probably hasn't written any history for the compass because I made it up.
I don't guess he has nothing to worry about because I rolled a 7 plus the modifier. I think I only get 10.
You know what?
And that's exactly a 10. So I don't
I'm
guess I will
suspicious.
get much from it.
It's shiny.
I rolled a 10. It's shiny, yeah. It's intricate. It's probably ancient, very specific, but probably nothing more than that.
Hey,
that
can
you
I
can
do an
realize.
insight check on it? Or no, a history check? Watch me roll a 1, boys. Let's do this. I got guidance on deck. That's a 16. It wasn't in that one! DM, can I keep rolling until my cleric is in the hole?
No.
Bet you haven't heard that. Bet nobody's heard that one before. Uh-oh.
If you want to tag out GM, just tell me what kind of information I'm supposed to give up.
You can tell that it is not of human make, or it seems to be it is an artifact, a magical artifact. It's not a man-made tool. It's not an ordinary compass. What other information might there be about this?
I'm convinced the engraving upon its face is significant, but I found no reference to it in what limited reading I undertook.
I'm sorry. I wish it didn't have to be this way.
It gives off an eerie feeling when you hold it in your hand.
I think I might want to do like a religion check.
You think it has divine importance?
If it does, I should be able to suss it out because because I'm not trusting this thing if it's like very suspicious.
I didn't say you should trust it. I'm just a guy you met on a boat. No, it's no difference to me if you trust my thing or not.
And also, we could have What the hell is up with this? I got an 18 with guidance, by the way.
Isn't that good?
Yes, that's good. It's an 18 on a religion check.
That'd be good. You're a cleric. Do religion things.
What kind of religious artifact is this?
Well, it's not
What are-
Nordic, I'll tell you that much.
Nordic.
If there are any gods I know, it's my own.
Oh no, I broke the GM.
By looking at it, you can tell that it is connected to a place. Most likely the place depicted on it, the mountain. The same mountain that Askov has been seeing in his visions.
Do you
Yes,
know what? Do you know what mountain this is?
I scarcely remember. Dreams are fleeting. I'm convinced that these visions are not divine, though they may be. A manor of Myr is responsible. I thought at first I had antagonized some old crone or wizard. No, we don't use the word wizard. Mage. Definitely trying to direct me somewhere. For some purpose. It may not be so grand. Perhaps someone simply wants their compass back. But then why did they give it to me in the first place?
Aurelia thinks for a moment and goes, well... She's like, as she's thinking, she goes, I don't know. It's not that I don't trust it. It's that it could be leading us into some sort of trap.
You mean leading me into some kind of trap? I've held this thing for a long time and ignored it. And then slowly made my way from Skyrim until I found a place that matched the one in my dreams, which led me to High Rock. Purely by coincidence. I could have wandered for years.
Aurelia goes, well, I'm not saying that it could be leading you into a trap, but I am kind of concerned.
I don't know. If it is holy or unholy, it's beyond my comprehension. Once the visions stop, I'll take it that the coast is clear, and I'll head back to Skyrim, and that'll be the end of the matter. Anything to sleep in peace for a night.
Aurelia, maybe we should make our way there. It's not like I said, it's not like Cyrodiil's going anywhere, and
unfortunately, Bjorn is still in a coma. A drunken coma.
So...
I'm looking at the map. I don't think it's... Yeah, there's no point taking the ship anywhere. It would be quicker to go overland.
I mean, we could drive our ship through the land, it's just not a good idea. You're good! You're good! You're good! And stop!
But a more practical thing, I'm looking at the tool section of the basic rulebook. The Elder Scrolls basic rulebook, that is.
Yeah.
I think I want to grab a woodcarver's tool. And I don't see anything like a scribe's kit or the means to keep a journal. So I guess, do you want to invent a price for that?
Yeah, it's they're gonna be so cheap that it's not practical to keep track of the cost of the quill and the paper. The woodcutter's tools would be...
Is 4 septims.
Yeah, 4 septims.
Was that a soundboard, or did that just happen at the right time? I heard a coin noise.
It's in the background. The ambience.
Aurelia.
This is from
Aurelia's
the
out
soundboard.
here. Don't worry, guys. Aurelia's the sugar mama of the group.
I'm just taking the woodcarver's tool in case I want to do some whittling. Try to recreate some of the imagery. I don't know if you've ever tried to remember a dream and then divine some prophetic message from it, but it's bloody difficult.
You have to roll insight on yourself.
Exactly, and I'm terrible at it.
What do I mean
Anyway.
by that?
You're more than welcome to join me on the next step of my journey. Perhaps it will be a dead end.
Yeah, well, we might as well. See what happens.
Korzhudov is indeed intrigued by this mysterious compass of yours.
Like Aurelia is definitely curious because this could be something cool or it could be a trap. Either way, she doesn't want someone to die on her account.
Glad you told me it was magical.
Imagine that the compass leads to another noble's house.
You found my compass.
Aurelia casts 2 glyph of wardings on the house, does thunder damage to the house, everyone inside dies. Just leaves. Just kills everyone inside the house, refuses to elaborate, leaves.
Leave.
Suddenly, you can hear people arguing from the other side of the street.
Sounds like someone was the victim of an unfair trade.
Aurelia just looks back to go see what they're fighting about.
I'm big, crude, and curious. I'm going to stick my nose in.
Let's do this.
Korzhudov will try to understand what's the fuss all about.
You can tell immediately that they are fighting over the price of their goods they are selling. They seem to be selling the same stuff. They are both selling weapons. And they are arguing that the practices of one of them is ruining the business for the other.
So it's just a business dispute. Never mind!
Korzhudov comments, a sad state of affairs that greed makes men almost no better than animals.
Aurelia as well, she's just sitting there with the big giant coin pouch, goes, what?
Then the dispute dissolves to a more personal thing, and they start hurling insults at each other beyond their wares, about their families, the amount of people each other's wife meets in the night.
Are these, so what are they, Bretons?
Your mom jokes.
They are Redguards. The city is allied with the kingdoms of High Rock, but it is predominantly Redguard.
Thank the Lord.
That is the case.
I love international diplomacy.
Oh no, it's the Yapatron sister!
It is.
Quick, kill her!
And the absolute size of this lad.
The Tonker.
He's carrying like 2 other people under that cloak.
Yeah, so anyway, Aurelia, Aurelia's thoughts are like, kind of like middling almost. As she's just taking notes, she goes, okay, so how are we going to get to the next city?
Horse and cart comes to mind.
That's a great idea. I kind of like that. Horse and cart instead of walking. As you can see, you see her dress and you just see that while Aurelia looks like she's certainly able to fight, walking just does not seem to be in the picture.
I don't see... Oh, I do. Yeah, we could afford riding horses for each of us, but that would be all of the money you just earned.
Yeah, and I'd rather
hiring a horse and cart is going to be a lot cheaper.
Yeah, I'd rather just do that because, like, the horse would only be useful here. It's not like I want to load it onto the ship.
I'll make you a promise. The compass has never done this before. I'm assuming that it's trying to lead somewhere specific. If it continues to point to the southeast when we get there, we'll turn around. Because it could be pointing to Cyrodiil.
Good point.
It's never pointed anywhere before. I want to make that clear. I thought it was just a normal compass.
Don't worry, you're good.
Does electromagnets exist in this setting?
You mean Dwemer contraptions? Yes.
That's a good point.
Oh.
I never bothered to check if compasses are used in Tamria.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't like making a proper question, but since you mentioned Dwemer constructs, that I mean, I guess, but I don't think that's what's working here in this example.
It could be anything. It is tiny.
Yeah. So anyway, let's go find a horse and buggy to hire, gentlemen.
Yeah, the fast travel noise from Skyrim.
Climb on back, it will be off. You ever been to High Rock?
Aurelia immediately jumps out of the cart and starts running. No!
Don't go back there. Not again.
It's a subtle torture being around Bressons. There's not a mark on her, but she's near catatonic.
Well, not the Bretons, just the noble ones.
Yeah, the noble ones are what cause Aurelia to have an aneurysm. For those in the audience, I think you all know why.
If you have been following our adventures in the previous episodes.
I believe the bard.
So you get a horse and a cart.
Yarp, we're fairly light on luggage. Everything I've got is just on my back.
Yep, and Aurelia doesn't really seem to be carrying anything too heavy.
The same is with Korshudov. He just has his weapons, small bag, and nothing else.
So when you get to the horse merchant, you can immediately tell that the horses around here aren't what you are used to. They're not the stocky, short horses you are used to seeing in Skyrim, for example. They are a lot larger. They are generally bigger, and they seem to pack a punch.
I remember Aurelia had a horse back long ago.
Oh yes? What did you name it?
I don't know. I didn't get to name it because my horse was taken away from me. I never got to see him again. I wonder how Horsey's doing.
You know, for a moment there, young Aurelia, I thought that story was going somewhere.
Yeah, she had a horse.
I never had a taste for riding. I could not keep the saddle. Eventually, my father told me to stop before I broke my neck.
You guys just see Aurelia just wondering. She just seems very sad, knowing that she lost a very valued companion. R.I.P. the horse, everybody.
Yeah, this is now the central plot point, avenging the horse. Fuck this.
Your character arcs. We're defending this horse.
Hey man, my character arc's going at 100 miles an hour right now. I'm chuffed. And if nothing else, we get to see another lovely part of Hammerfell.
You are sold the horse and the cart for 300 septims.
Sold it, not hired it. So we now own a horse and cart.
Yes.
Wonderful, we can take this with us. Sorry to cut into your profits.
And you are advised to take the route around the cliffs towards Tuwaga's throne.
Around the cliffs. Would that be to the north or south of the cliffs?
to the south of the cliffs.
So stay on the main road is what they're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then go further south. Then take the turn to Bergama.
Sounds simple enough.
As the the argument that started before has further devolved into an all-out brawl.
Aurelia finally just goes, "Oh my God! Will you two just stop acting like you're better than the other? I had to deal with bred nobles who were less bratty than this."
Yeah. You can make out that they belong in different clans, and that must be one of the reasons they're fighting. It's not just the coin. It's the history.
Aurelia
Clan rivalry.
as
Clan
soon as
rivalry.
Aurelia hears the word, like thinks about it and sees the different clans, she just goes, "I swear, by all that is holy, if I have to deal with noble politics again, I'm just gonna nuke the nobility." Like, she's just very angry cleric.
It's fine Nordic diplomacy.
We get that. Aurelia
solve our
keeps
problems
reminding
with our
us
two
that
hands.
each 5 minutes.
Yeah, okay, well. Thank God we don't have to deal with this crap anymore. Let's just go. I'm not interested in these guys.
Don't waste
Let's
all
get
your
out of here.
insults. We have to come back this way to get to the ship.
Well, they're not my problem. I'm not their mother.
We make our way down the road. How goes the journey? We're following the main road, so I presume we don't have to do any complicated navigation.
Yeah, journey goes splendid actually. It's a breeze.
Nice.
The
Is the
Alikir
environment like
horse-
desert-like?
It's a desert-like environment, yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, we're back to the deserts again.
Reminds someone of northern elsewhere.
The sand, it speaks binary.
I think I've decided I don't like the heat.
It's so dry, your lips are constantly chafing.
This keeps up, I'll have to shave my beard. Sand all over it.
Aurelia's just drinking nice little bits of water.
You pass other travelers, merchants, pilgrims.
A whole lot of Redguard.
Yes. And they tell you to watch out for scorpions. The giant ones that pop out of the sand and kill your horses and devour your babies.
Aurelia just grabs the horse and goes, "No, horsey, no one will ever hurt you."
Okay, there are giant scorpions in the desert. Strange. Okay, I'll definitely keep an eye out, I suppose.
Are we in Fallout?
No, we're in Hammerfell. I've never been to Fallout. What's it like?
No, I'm making a joke out of character.
The fourth wall, it's breaking!
Oh no.
Oh,
It's
that will
collapsing.
happen a lot.
Man, I hope Bjorn's okay. He's wrapped up in a rug in the back.
Beyond the millisecond he finds out I took a bunch of jewels and sold them.
And now you're off following this mad old man's compass.
Yes. Hey, listen, I made 1,100 septum. I made 900 septums today. I am the richest person in this. Well, actually, no, I'm basically nobility now.
You hear a voice calling to you, as if carried by the wind, echoing in the air around you.
In just the middle of the desert.
And what does it say?
It calls you to follow it.
I guess we're gonna follow it.
Where's it coming from? Everyone, strain your ears. Find a cardinal direction.
So a perception check.
Make a perception check.
One whole perception check in this economy. Right.
This economy, that's gonna cost me at least $20.
Perception is at a...
Perception.
No, that's deception. There we go.
I got a 12 this time.
I'll take a
I rolled a
15.
3 with a total of 5. Not good
Oh, no.
enough.
Well, I sure hope the DC was 14 then.
It's not.
Oh shit.
The voice just dissolves from the wind. As fast as it was brought to you, it vanishes.
What is this? What kind of devilry?
Was the voice coming from an opposite direction from the roads, as if to lure us away from the normal route? Or was it from the front or back?
It would have taken you off the road, yeah.
Okay.
Best
Yeah,
we go.
let's.
I don't trust that.
Alright, let's get back on the road.
Let's just continue. Yeah.
We're going to leave that worm wriggling on its hook. If you've heard the expression.
I don't know if we should have roll high enough perception, but was the voice like in distress or more like seduction with a seduction tone on it?
It was commanding.
Commanding.
Yeah, no, we don't take those.
Wait a minute. I want to try something.
Don't put us in danger now.
I'm going to shout.
Okay.
I'm going to shout the Aura Whisper shout. And pay three stamina. So, Las Yanir.
Was that a dragon shout you just did?
Yes.
Because if so, Askov definitely leans to the side and holds onto his head. I didn't know you could do that.
Does it show anything, any life force around in the vicinity?
What's the range on that?
I think it's 30 meters. No, 30 feet.
Very different.
You can detect animals, maybe insects in the sand.
Any
But-
scorpions?
Just the small ones.
Any large? Just a small one. It's okay.
It was a mirage.
Oops.
Probably that voice was not coming from a living creature anyway.
Your travel continues. Going through the desert. At some point you will have to rest.
Yes. Where do people normally make camp? I assume they simply pull off the road. It's too far to reach the nearest settlement.
Tie everything down and hope that there will be no sandstorms to bury you alive in the sand.
Or weather of any kind, actually. I don't know what it's like in Hammerfell.
God damn you guys! Now we're back in the fucking deserts again. God damn it!
I didn't know you came from a desert.
No, I didn't. I come from Skyrim. She's a Nord.
Yes, but before we were at High Rock, we were elsewhere.
I'll stay up for a time. I can never sleep anyway.
Korzudov will meditate for an hour before sleeping.
Aurelia just right in the cart, just sleeping like a baby.
With her emotional support Bjorn.
No, she just has an emotional support. She's sleeping next to the emotional support horse.
Askov's gonna start whittling.
Either that or just sleeping next to her emotional support scimitar.
It's like most nights for Askov. He's gonna sit there with wood carving tool and sword nearby until eventually he probably drifts off.
One by one, you manage to fall asleep, get some rest in the warm sands. You can feel the cold desert wind cooling you down. You can hear the breeze, and the temperature difference is big in this desert. It gets too hot in the day and too cold in the night. So despite being scorching hot in the day, it gets too cold in the night.
It can be actually freezing temperatures even.
Yeah.
The sand doesn't store heat.
That's why I slept in the cart with a little blanket.
And finally you awaken in the desert.
As soon that Korzudov awakens, he will do some exercises and training.
Oh my god, we've arrived in Black Marsh.
No.
Ah,
Oh wait.
Oh. There's a lot more vegetation here than I imagined.
can you say moist?
Moist.
Everything is moist.
Moist.
Like your pants, like your underpants.
All right, who built
that haven't been washed?
Who built this?
I did.
This was incredibly spiteful for them to build walls around this man's house. We can't get in.
Yeah, how else are we supposed to be Bethesda players?
Oh, we're big. I can see strange concreted buildings off into the distance.
You awaken and you hear what sounds like a stampede coming towards you. And you see mounted people running.
We're ambushed.
They seem that they will indeed pass either close by you or through you.
We'll never outrun them in a horse and cart. No choice but to stand our ground. What say you?
I can take it or leave it.
No concern for your horse?
I want to roll for insight for the rider's intentions.
Mm.
Oops, I appear to have taken a bag.
9
Oh.
plus 2. Play it. Play it parameters. Nine. Yeah, 9.
Alright, I'll do it and I'll help you guys out. Let's do this in.
I've got some severe lag going on. How do I put down this bag?
Just release the mouse button.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna-
It's stuck to the bottom of my screen.
And I'm gonna cast guidance on myself to
hold
see if
it
I can't.
and then drag it elsewhere.
I got a 19 on that.
Go.
Hey, it's still 9. It's still 19. That has 9 in it, so.
Yeah, take my 11 and like it.
Oh no.
Not very insightful.
But Aurelia is pretty insightful. She's just like,
The riders don't seem to be coming directly towards you. It seems like they just happen to pass by here.
Certainly hope so.
and Aurelia just says, yeah, I don't think they're coming towards us. They just happen to pass by us. So we're good.
I'm gonna wait till they're gone if it's all the same to you. They could
Yep.
be in a hurry for a reason. And then we load up the cart and get out of here. This desert makes me uneasy.
Korzhodov agrees to stay put and not draw attention to themselves. Or he could yell, "Riders of Rohan, what news from the Mark?"
Yeah, but we're not BFFs with the king, and we don't have a wizard.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, when the riders notice you, they change their trajectory and come towards you.
Ah, crap. Here we go. Aurelia is just gonna like you all see.
How many are they? Can we easily tell how many are they, or at least a general idea?
And hang on.
Like,
There is
are
5 of them.
like they? Oh, only 5. Okay, I thought they were like 10 or 20.
No.
Aurelia is going to do something. She's gonna have like a glyph of warding ready in her hand just in case these guys turn out to be, bad guys, and she could just be like, okay, puts down glyph of warding.
This will be a shock. Ascot doesn't even know you can cast magic.
I'm a cleric.
Glyph of Warding has a
It's not
casting
it's not
time
like
of
you're wearing
1
a name
hour.
label that says "I am magic."
Oh, well then never mind. I'm probably not gonna be able to cast it in time. Okay, well then I'll just be ready to fight in case.
Mm.
Yeah. The fact that the cleric's been guiding herself, I need to see like little bits of heavenly light on her head.
They circle around you and
Yes, they're
stop.
Uh-oh.
What is the meaning of this? Oh, they're shrinking. I think we're intimidating them.
Aurelia just stands there, just goes, I'm wearing, just, like, the fact that she's wearing her battle dress, they're like, this looks like a woman, this looks like a Nord who can fight. In a dress.
Where is Aurelia?
She's
there.
like, she's right in the middle.
Oh yeah, there she is.
And she's...
Damn you wearing red.
Yeah.
The girl with the red hair and the awesome battle whip. She's looking like Jonathan Joestar.
The riders finally stop swirling around you. And they address you in their typical Redguard accent. What are you doing here?
Traveling.
Aurelia then remembers something, and she goes, she goes, oh, I'm Lady Zephora. I am traveling to meet a friend in the town of... Checks notes. What town are we going to again, DM?
Bergama.
Bergama.
To the town of Bergama. I'm supposed to meet my friend there.
And where are you coming from?
Sentinel? Port City?
Yeah, the city is called Sentinel, yeah.
Yes.
They start asking about certain individuals whose name you've never heard before. They are Redguard names. And they ask if you have met or heard of about Burahaira. I'll send it in the hints chat.
Gotta write that down as it sounds.
It is a
Important.
female Redguard name.
I go, well, what does she look like? Perhaps maybe I've passed her. Perhaps maybe I haven't.
Don't be coy, Aurelia. We've set foot in this land for 2 days. We've met no one.
Looks at you and goes, "Look at you, dumbass." Just looks at you like she's trying to gather information.
He's looking at you like he's disappointed in his daughter.
I am not your daughter.
No, but you're still trying to just sell a lie for no reason.
She's trying to act like nobility because she's wearing a noble dress and is technically rich enough.
Next to us. Carry on.
Yeah, just like what does the woman that they're looking for look like?
He doesn't respond, doesn't say anything. Sounds displeased by your question or the lack of answer, and asks, how did you get here?
By a boat.
Well, technically it's a ship, but yes.
From High Rock?
Or there he goes. No. Oh no, really? Just kind of acts and goes, why?
takes an aggressive step towards you on horseback.
Oh, I forgot they're on horses.
Yeah. And asks again.
Well, we did get the ship. A friend of mine let us borrow it for a little bit. And I looked to the Nord, and I told him,
You're muffled. I can't hear what you're saying.
Yeah,
I
what was
look to you, and I'm telling you to play it cool.
Oh.
We are Something tells me we're about to face the consequences of our own action.
Askov senses another shakedown. He's looking at the situation entirely differently to you.
Aurelia goes, why would that matter? He's just gonna
Everything
stand there.
matters. Everything matters. The sand remembers. The desert never forgets.
That's vague.
Would it be clearer to you if instead of sand and desert I said glacier and snow, Nord?
She's not following what he's talking about.
You will follow us.
Why?
You have no other choice.
Why do I not have any other choice?
He unsheathes his curved sword.
Askov reciprocates.
So do the rest of them.
Okay,
Oh,
well, I
yeah.
don't have 5 swords. You have me beaten there, but
Oh well. Aurelia just goes. And she's making a mental note to murder Bjorn later.
Korshudov says, there is no need for such hostility. We have not seen your friend. If you could explain us why you are searching for her. It's his attempt to be diplomatic.
Just please get us out of this situation.
Korshudov is not terminal. He cannot talk his way out of this.
I will not be apprehended at the side of the road by some thugs.
I do not
You
wish
wish
to
to test- you
apprehend
wish to
you
t-
as criminals.
Wait, then why do we have to come with you? Can you explain that?
Because I demand your presence.
Okay, seeing as you're probably not going to answer it until we go with you, I don't know what else to say. This is looking. Then she kind of looks at the Nord with the compass, thinking to herself, "I'm either going to murder him or Bjorn. Not sure which yet."
Korshudov says, we will follow you if you explain us what you wish. And we might even help you. We do not want to fight.
Doubly so.
We don't want to fight, right?
I
Yes,
definitely.
don't.
I
It's still
definitely.
5.
I don't want to fight. Like, we're level 5, but that doesn't mean anything. These guys could be, like, level 100 and kick our asses too quickly.
Yeah. Parameters is testing us.
He says, "Your usefulness is what I wish to know. Come with me."
Korzydov sheaths his weapon again to show a good faith.
Aurelia starts praying to be, like, fine. Just for safe protecting. I know that's a bad shit, Mom. But could you please not screw me over here? I think I've accrued a couple of good points with Kine after dealing with all this. After dealing with all the crap. I've accrued some good girl points.
They signal you to follow them. The one you were speaking with stays the closest to you. The others take position around you.
Aurelia starts thinking this might be because of the bow. I was half expecting Ferdinand to say, "Oh, really? What gave that away?"
Yeah, I could have said that probably there's a noble Breton in the other side of this.
Hey man, I
to
could have
annoy
just
you.
killed all 5 of them, it's fine.
The man who's been talking to you presents himself as Hasmani. That is his
Hasmani.
name. Yeah. Sounds like something else, but that's a name.
You mean husbando?
Asthmatic?
He's total bad material.
And notes that he doesn't see a lot of people like you around these parts. And that you may be of use to him.
That smells like someone's dirty work.
Yep,
He will
pretty
not
much.
treat you as hostages or prisoners so long as you don't behave as such too.
Do you heard that, Aurelia? No talking back.
No what?
Talking back.
Hey, I'll keep quiet as long as I know what's going on here.
Same.
You can't tell her what to do.
So
Don't
we
make her
follow
call
them.
Mom. Don't make her call Mom. She will call Mom. Mom, I'm scared.
Well, I'm just hoping this doesn't delay my absolute silly sidetrack too long. Who knows? There might be money at the end of it.
You could try look at the compass right now. Maybe we are going to the same direction.
If I had to guess, I imagine it's still stuck, pointing to the southeast, but then I'd have no way of knowing. Wait, no, yes I would. Of course I would.
We're not going as prisoners. They haven't bind us.
Alright,
our
I
hands or
checked the
anything like
compass.
that.
Where is it pointing?
It points at random directions.
Yeah.
Mm.
It still points southeast more often than any
Was it
other
pointing
direction.
in random directions before?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is still the same. For a second I thought it had just stopped.
No.
Okay, I suppose we're still going in the right direction. Assuming this diversion is correct.
I mean, but it shows random direction, but also pointing a bit to the southeast. I guess it's a way to tell that whatever this is not directly related to the compass.
Well, I hope it can be patient. What's it going to do? Explode in my hand?
Yep. Yep.
Suddenly, the compass explodes in your hand.
Don't give any ideas.
What if this compass is just actually a sending stone, and there's some really confused mage on the other side, like, who the fuck keeps talking to me?
Like, Aurelia's gonna, like, I don't know. Like, if there is sending, like, I can cast sending, so I probably would have, like, Aurelia's just thinking to herself, should I tell her what's going on right now?
Yeah, believe what you want, it's just a compass, and it's pointing in a direction that it never has before.
Also, I forgot to mention that sending does allow the, I think...
Yeah, you correspond.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but I said if a mage is just in his house, and this is at the bottom of a drawer somewhere.
The Red Guards lead you to what looks like a hideout. They get off their horses. More of them come out of the hideout and ask about you. What's up with you? Who are these people you brought with you? And he says something at the guy's ear. You can make a perception check.
Yeah, let's do this.
I wonder where Scarface went today.
Probably asleep.
$16.
Mm-hmm.
I got bad ears, horrible tinnitus at 12.
Really, it's really good at learning. Is really good at learning the tactics of the Red Guards.
I'm sorry. It's rolling for what?
Perception.
Perception.
You got this, Tominol.
11. Terminal's not here.
Kochurdov.
Yeah, Korzhutov, you got this. Korzhutov, you got this.
I don't think I have this because I rolled 11 plus 2. No, perception. Yeah, plus 2, 13. Is that enough?
No. What the Red Guard whispered remains a secret to you and probably the rest of the Red Guards around you.
Oh, I thought 16. That didn't get it?
Oh, sorry.
It's whispering.
16.
Yeah.
No, it's not enough.
Oh, okay then.
Whoa.
Not even.
Well, it's whispering. It's not talking low, it's whispering.
Yeah. And you are urged to enter the hideout.
Nice. Really just debating. Should she send a sending to?
Are the Red Guards like a little rough on us, or just like just pointing where we should go?
They're
It's not
pointing.
like they
yeah.
are not pushing us.
No, they're not like pushing you
Okay.
or lightly stabbing you or anything. They're just,
Okay.
urging you with a hand gesture or just by a movement of the head.
Some people might not think so, but that is important in dealing with them later.
And this is where we will leave this for today.
Very exciting.
Yeah, we're in the hands of Redguard, who are probably gonna do something or make us do something for them.
The campaign is as I expected so far. It's proof.